Now we come to the order flow left axis. Okay, this has been again, you know, discussed time and again, and it is important. Okay, and there is a lot of information that is shared on that left axis. So what is that? Left axis on order flow chart shows many important points. Okay, first and foremost, it shows volume numbers as well as volume profile. All right. Now we will go to the chart and we'll see it in live example. It shows you the volume number, that is the total volume traded at a price. At the same time, it will plot a profile graphic for you. All right. The volume used is absolute volume. Now we have seen the difference between relative volume and absolute volume when we were looking at volume profile construction. So if you're still confused with that, please go to that video, watch that video, and everything will become clear in your mind. What is the difference between relative volume and absolute volume? I will just tell you what absolute volume is. Absolute volume is nothing but, let's say, at a particular price, certain number of, you know, sell and buy orders are executed. So if there are 100 sell orders, aggressive sell orders, we know they are plotted on the left side, and 200 aggressive buy orders, we know the total volume traded here is 300. That is the actual or absolute volume. All right. And the left axis on an order flow chart will plot this absolute volume. Okay. And we know that it is just calculated by adding the bid and ask values at that particular price zone or that particular box. All right. Then it not only shows volume, but it also shows the breakup of volume in terms of bid and ask. Now again, go back to this example. Okay. What we saw, that at this particular box, there were, let's say, 200 buy orders and 100 sell orders. And we know that this particular histogram is going to plot this total number, that is 300. But not only that, it will plot it in different color. So this will be 200 aggressive buy orders plotted in green. So from this to this point, it will be 200. And from this to this point, it will be 100. That is aggressive sell orders, and it will be plotted in red. So let's say at the low of the bar, this side is 0 and this side is 20. So you will get a bar that will be red in color because it is aggressive sell orders, and the width will be 20. And there will be no green element because aggressive buy orders are 0. Make sense? So that difference also is very, very crucial. All right. Because sometimes what happens is there is a stop hunt happening on the chart. Suddenly prices go beyond a visual reference, and one side is completely zero. Like if we are going above a visual reference, the sellers are almost zero, but buyers are very big in number because those stop loss buy orders are placed there. They get hit, and the smart money is coming from the other side. They are putting in limit orders to absorb all that sudden demand, aggressive buying that is coming into the markets. In that scenario, what you will see is these bars will have maximum amount of that bar width plotted in green and very small in red if at all there are any sell orders. And just by looking at those bars also, you will get an idea that okay, here sudden jump in volume happened, and it was probably a stop hunt because the sellers are very, very low, and you can see it in the histogram. All right. Okay. Then it also shows the price levels of boxes. So not only are you seeing all this volume information, there is also an option to plot the price on the left hand axis. So you don't have to worry or go back from the left side to the right side of the chart to see at what price it was trading. All right. The chart will show you automatically right there. Okay. To the left of that volume number, you will get price numbers. So let us look at, the example of this. Go back to our chart. All right. and here we will see that example, right? Okay, now there is just one problem that I have with this left side histogram, and that is, for some reason, it is getting cut off at these levels. Okay, so I don't know, I don't even remember if I have pointed this out to Bell TPO guys, because not all the time I'm using this, but you can see that here the volume is likely to be much greater, but it is getting cut off. If the volume is low, you can get an idea, but if the volume is very high, it is getting cut off, and this can be misleading. Okay, this can be misleading. So there is this problem which needs to be solved. But for the moment, we will ignore that when we will look at all the information that we are getting. So this is the price I talked about. Each box start price can be seen here. Okay, and we have set the box size at a certain value, so we know what will be the height of each bar. All right, so it, you don't have to come from this point right to the right side of the axis to confirm what price is this. You can immediately see it here. It becomes very very easy for us. Then we have the total volume plotted. Also you can see that there is a color shading going on. Okay, so if the number is very very high, it will be plotted in a lighter shade. If the number is very very low, it will be plotted in a darker shade. Okay, then you have this volume profile. All right, absolute volume profile being plotted, and you can see that each box has both buy and sell trades going on, and you can see they are plotted differently. Green for buy and red for sell. Buy, sell, buy, sell. If you go to this particular bar, you will see that almost all the orders here were buy orders. So green portion is very very big, red portion is very very small. So all this information you can pick up by just looking at the charts. That is pretty awesome. I mean, there are certain small nagging issues. Once they will be cleared, I think this will start looking very very good. Okay, all right. So that was the left axis of your order flow chart. Let us go back to the PPT.